Chapter 13. Eliab, David's oldest brother, was accompanied by a chariot of Israelite soldiers as he led a search crew for the prophet Samuel through the Yatir forest. It was in the evening, so he wanted to expedite the process before the sun went completely down, as the sunset was approaching a mere hour away. He was accompanied by 5 of his brothers, Abinadab, Shimei, Nethaneel, Radai, and Ozem. His nephew Joab also accompanied him, and while Joab, being the youngest soldier in Saul's military, still being as competent as many veterans for his tenacious instincts on the battlefield, was recruited as a young teenager because of his strength beyond his years. He was the son of David's oldest sister, Sariah, who was set in an arranged marriage to one of Jesse's childhood friends, who lost his life during the Battle of the Ammonites when Joab was a newborn. Regardless of his youth, it still did not prevent him from rising up the ranks, becoming a lieutenant in Saul's military, taking orders from nobody except for the king and Eliab. It was Joab who discovered Nathan's cabin, where the prophet Samuel had dwelled just hours before their arrival. Eliab's men approached the cabin on their horses as Eliab quickly ordered his men to halt in unison with a single hand gesture. Eliab hopped off of his horse, drawing his sword as he slowly approached the cabin as his chariot of men waited for his order in the background. Eliab entered the cabin, cautiously, smelling a scent of ashes in the air, and that's when he noticed something. He quickly called Joab for assistance as Eliab picked up a broken arrow from off of the floor. Joab entered the cabin with his sword drawn, but relaxed when he saw the coast was clear. "Nephew, take a look at this," Eliab commanded as he handed the broken arrow to Joab to analyze. Joab gazed at the arrow while scanning it for a few seconds. "They only sell this type of arrow for gamesmanship," Joab said. "And please tell me what type of gamesmanship, Joab." Joab handed the broken arrow back to Eliab. "We used to see these at the 5 sport events you used to dominate in when you were younger," Joab answered. Eliab pointed at a corner of the cabin where a piece of garment lay. Joab walked over to pick it up. "That's one of Samuel's shawls. My father gifted him those many years ago. My father sells garments from sheep's wool, and he would make Samuel simlas free of charge on the regular. Samuel stumbled upon this cabin, and whoever lives here may be headed to the sporting event being held tomorrow," Eliab said. "That makes sense if he's crowning the next king. It might be someone who's going to win that competition," Joel replied. Eliab looked deep in thought, pondering, trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. "He might have already anointed the man who lives here, whoever he may be," Eliab said, still in a pondering position. Eliab seemed to snap out of his ponder while ordering Joab to head back to the group of men outside as they both walked out of the cabin. Eliab hopped back on his horse as his men looked at him in confusion. His brother, Abinadab, looked concerned, noticing a familiar look that his brother would have on his face when he had a troubling epiphany. "Brother, what's going on?" Abinadab asked. "I'll explain later. We're going to my father Jesse's house, and we must get there quickly," Eliab replied while ordering his men to start the path to Bethlehem, striking his horse with the bridle attached to the horse's face to guide it with urgency. If you like these videos, make sure to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.